Hey, imagine. The word for this hour is imagine. I want you to just take a few seconds to clear your mind first, and then I want you to go into a zone of imagine. I want you to imagine you were in control of your own life. I want you to imagine what it would be like if you had your own money, your own castle, your own vehicle, your own refrigerator, your own food. Imagine. Imagine if you had your own workout center, you had your own movie theater. Imagine. Imagine if your mind was able to be cleared and you feel free. Imagine that. Imagine if you didn't have stress. Imagine if you didn't have depression. Imagine if you didn't know nothing about crime, violence. Imagine if you worked out, you developed muscles and was toned. Imagine if you ate healthy. Imagine if you went on vacations, Las Vegas, Florida, California, wherever, Italy, riding on gondolas and stuff with an Italian guy speaking like, oi, 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 oi. You know, singing to you while you. Imagine if you had a relationship that worked. Imagine if you was in love. Imagine if you was tall. Imagine if you was short. Imagine if you was white. Imagine if you was black. Imagine if you was yellow. Imagine if money was pink. Now let me stop. I don't want to go too much into the imagining zone. Imagine you could afford your bills. Imagine if your kids was obedient. Imagine if we never knew about curse words. Imagine if the weather stayed warm. Imagine for those of us that drive or drivers that gas prices was low. Imagine if you had a president you liked. Imagine if you was the president yourself. Imagine if you was able to get a back rub every day. Soft fingers rubbing on your spine. You can feel it tingle down into your feet. Rub on the back of your neck, making your eyes close and you feel like you want to go to sleep. Imagine if you was getting manicures, pedicures, feet soaked. Or imagine if you had a jacuzzi tub. Imagine if people loved you. Imagine if you loved them back. Imagine. Imagine if your family was proud of you. Imagine if you was proud of your family. Imagine if you didn't have any worries. Imagine if you could just go to comedy shows. Imagine if you can just laugh all day. Woo! You know? Imagine if you cried all day. Like, oh man. Imagine if there was no hurt. Imagine if there was no death. Imagine if there was no illiterate people. Imagine if everybody could read. Imagine if everybody could do math. Imagine if everybody knew history. Imagine if everybody was kind and polite. Hey, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine. How about yourself? Imagine if other people cared about one another. Imagine if we could all go out somewhere and dance to some music. Imagine if we all could go and make music. Imagine if we all could go ride horses. Imagine if we all could ride Clydesdales. Imagine. Imagine if we could all think freely. Imagine if we all didn't lose our mind. Imagine if we was all kept in our right mind. Imagine. Imagine if the people that was quiet could talk. Imagine if the people that was handicapped was healed. Imagine if the people that was dumb was smart. Imagine. Imagine if we believed in God.